All right, hello multimedia. We're going to continue with where we started the other day, taking a look at adjusting layers and making some changes to the image to try to improve it and put a little more emphasis on our subjects. And so we've got Sarah Lee and Alexis here. And so what I've done is that it's a nice picture, but not like in the background of that place where we had the prom, which I think was used as a set on the movie The Shining some number of years ago. But in any case, when you take a look at the original, our two folks here look great, but the background is just a little too much. There's just so much color and some funky looking stuff that I want to de-emphasize that and put more emphasis on Alexis and Sarah Lee. And so I put an adjusting layer in, and so today we're going to look at the black and white adjustments. And so there's the difference right there. So there it is with the adjusting layer and doing some masking and making it look like we just have a little bit of lighting in some of the areas in the back here. So I've gone in and added in a bit of the original background, but really de-emphasized this red curtain over here and then this really strong saturated wall, and then put a lot of the original picture right back in to Sarah Lee and Alexis there. So there's before and after. So the first step is to go over to Drive B, and we'll go ahead and use the prom pictures for this, and after you practice for a while you can use any pictures you like, but we do need to get a lot of prom pictures done for the video for this year. So go ahead and go on over to Drive B, and I've put all of the pictures from prom on there. So go to the current year, images, and prom 2017. All right, so for this demo, I'm going to use this image that I like of Mr. Lund. He looks like the new sheriff in town. So what I want to do is make the background look a little bit de-emphasized, a little bit darker, and then do something about some of this up here too. This is another reason why taking pictures there was, this is the pipe from the fire system there. And fortunately, there's not more light to show how this place looks. So the first step is to come down and create that new adjusting layer right down. There we go. I think you'll be able to see that right here. Fourth from the left. Create an adjusting layer. And this time, choose the black and white. Right there. Black and white. And then before we continue, go ahead and go on in here and play around with a lot of these different color channels here, and you can see what these things do. You can do some interesting things to the image, but just practice with those, play with them a little bit. And so do that for a couple minutes. And then when you're done, just simply take that adjusting layer and just drag it to the trash can and then start all over again. So take a few minutes to do that. All right, let's go through it again. Create an adjusting layer. Black and white. And one of the other things you can do here is that there are presets. And so I'm just going to go through, save some time, and just choose lighter. And just accept that. And then I'm going to click on the mask thumbnail. Make sure that my foreground color is black. And then choose a soft brush right there, and then come back to your image and you can adjust the size of that brush, and of course the opacity. Right now I'm at about 36%. I'm going to bring that up to about 50, and the first thing I'm going to do is bring back some of the original color from my image. There's a hand down there. So we're going to paint in some of that to a desired level. Oops. Even out the face a little bit. And then I'm going to lower the opacity again, way down to about 10%, and then kind of draw around so it kind of fades into the background there a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger on that brush there, and just kind of paint around that so there's a little bit of a fade in so it's not so abrupt. And then maybe I'll go into some other areas and maybe make it look like there's a little bit of light back here. That there's 3 clicks of the brush there, maybe a little bit of this sofa. I'm going to avoid that goofy looking statue. We eventually moved that. And then maybe one pass right through that area there. And if I was going to do a little bit more, I might just go right into a paintbrush and just paint out that particular deal. In fact, maybe I'll do that. I'll just go right into this background. I've got a black brush already, and I could just come in here and just click a few times to try to knock out that goofy looking pipe right there. Well, I got to get a more natural color here. Let me sample the black from the image there. See if that, there we go. Now I'm just spray painting right over that. Get rid of that thing. There. That's better. And I might even knock down that lamp a little bit. Just by using just the paint tool. There we go. I like that better. So there's the original, although now it has that paint over it. And then using that black and white adjusting layer. And you could make a little more adjustment there if you wanted to, but you get the idea. So give that a go. Practice with a lot of the images. And the main goal here is to try to improve the background of these images that we took at yesterday's plaza.